Do you tend to lose things? Do you just want to keep track of something important? Our next guest's company delivers a range of consumer and professional trackers for things like vehicles, people, and even pets that can get lost. The CEO of a company called Invoxia joins us again on Into Tomorrow. Delighted to have her. Amelie Caudron, welcome back Into Tomorrow. How are you from Paris? Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having us. Doing fine in Paris.
Great. It's a pleasure to have you back on the program. I know when we last spoke to you, it was yet another device to help us keep track of things. But at CES recently, you announced a new product to help keep track of our pets. As I understand it, the first biometric health collar for dogs. So first, for our audience who may not be familiar with Invoxia yet, tell me a little bit about the company, and then let's get into what you just announced.
Yes, sure. So Invoxia is a French startup that operates in the hardware and AI space. So we developed and sell a range of GPS trackers that help protect anything that can get stolen or get lost. So basically vehicles, bikes, motorcycles, etc. Back in 2018, we released the first pet GPS tracker that had both GPS and advanced activity recognition embedded directly into the product. So that's the history, and we are building on those previous blocks for this new product that we've announced and that won 2 CES Innovation Awards, the Smart Dog Collar.
Oh, very cool. And you're showing it to us. So again, reminding our radio audience, visit us at intotomorrow.com. Check out the video, and you'll see this collar in action as well. So it seems like a regular dog collar, perhaps a little bit larger than a standard dog collar, but it does all sorts of biometric health information for us. Yes? How does that work?
Exactly. So we've tried to reinvent the dog collar and to make it all in one with all the services that we can bring to the dog parent. So first we have GPS tracking. For runaway dog breeds, you can get an alert when the dog leaves the house or enters a certain zone. Then we still have the advanced activity monitoring, which is very important to have a 360-degree view of the pet health, because you'll have their vitality level, their appetite level, and it can, some changes in the baseline can indicate that the pet is not doing well. And then the big news is that we've integrated this miniaturized radar sensor to detect biometric data around the cardiac health, so heart rate and the respiratory rate, which are 2 metrics that are very important to monitor the dog's overall cardiac health, and for dogs that have heart issues, to monitor that they're stabilized and that they're not going to relapse.
Wow, very good. And obviously this information can be, I'm assuming, very easily shared with a veterinarian so that, as you call them, the pet parent can take that info and show the doctor. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is an important part because I'm saying dog parent. Of course, now pets and dogs in particular are considered like real proper members of the family.
Sure.
And so people are very worried, like they would be for their children, about their health, but the dog can't communicate. So there is a lot of responsibility on the dog owner's shoulders to detect if there is something wrong, to be able to explain that to the vet without some objective data. And usually what happens is that cardiac issues, they're very frequent for dogs, almost as frequent as they're for humans.
Oh.
But they will be detected too late. So when you have a severe episode, and then if the pet makes it through that episode, there will also be a lot of constraints and responsibility on the pet parent to monitor their vitals manually and make sure that they don't relapse and that the medication is going well, etc.
And you mentioned appetite monitoring or something to that of that nature. How does that work? You'll know when your dog is hungry as opposed to them just going to the food bowl and barking or something?
Okay, yeah. So this is the big work that we've done in 2018 and that we're still doing, is that we've gathered a lot of data of dogs and cats doing different activities, and then we've built some AI, so some deep learning algorithms to learn to detect what the pet is doing in an advanced way. So we're able in real time to detect if the pet is eating, scratching, barking, walking, running, resting, and all of that can be monitored in the companion app. And of course, this is important because by crossing the biometric data and the activity data, it will really help the vet assess like overall level of well-being of the pet and overall issues that could be linked.
Gotcha.
We're really helping pet parents here move into preventive health instead of reacting when it's too late.
Right. No, for sure. And all this is happening with this dog collar, which I'm assuming needs to be tight enough to be able to measure heart rate and things like that, but obviously not too tight.
So the beauty of the thing is that you don't need to wear it too tight. You can wear it just like a basic dog collar. I think the rule of thumb is that you can slip 2 fingers between the throat and the collar,
Okay.
and it will still work because the radar, it doesn't need to be in contact with the skin. And this technology is rather new because all the technology that has been used for humans to monitor cardiac health, it doesn't work with the fur. So electrical signal or optical sensors, they won't work for a pet.
Gotcha. It seems like the only thing missing, from what I gather, is a camera to see what the pet is seeing. Is that perhaps a version 2?
Yes, so people are basically more asking us to miniaturize it for their cats. So I don't think adding some massive sensors will be the next step for us. But the idea is that you will actually get to know a lot more about your dog and have them almost talk and tell how they're doing.
Oh,
So
for sure.
that's, of course, all the cameras in the world, I think.
Now, is this product available yet? If not, when and how much in US dollars?
So it will be launched this summer, and the price point will be, so you will buy the collar for $99, and then there will be a subscription. We're still working on that, but it will be probably around $12.99 per month. And we're also working on adding more services. We're talking about a lot of so when we announced the product, it raised a lot of interest from the pet industry, and so
Sure.
we're working in integrating more services around the pet's health and how to help dog parents take better care of their dogs.
Well, terrific. And of course, keeping tabs on your dog's health as well as their whereabouts is very cool. And for just under $100, you can get the collar and then, as you mentioned, a subscription. More details, no doubt, at your website at invoxia.com. It's INVOXIA, invoxia.com. Of course, we'll get everyone there when they visit us at intotomorrow.com. Amelie Caudron, CEO of Invoxia, merci beaucoup for joining us from Paris, France, and continued good luck. Let us know when it is actually out and available this summer so we can let our audience know that now's the time.
I will. Thank you, Dave.
My
Merci
pleasure.
beaucoup.
It's our pleasure, too. Thank you very much. Invoxia.com for more, and visit us at intotomorrow.com. Stay tuned. There's much more to come as we continue 4 weeks worth of CES coverage right here on the Advanced Media Network. I'm Dave Graveline. Into Tomorrow continues.